All right, welcome to our ninth episode of BT Talks. We're excited to have Marycarmen here today, who has been a teaching fellow in our program, also from Anaheim, which is I grew up in Anaheim, so we have that in common. But Marycarmen, thanks for being here today. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm a junior at Claremont McKenna College. I'm majoring in psychology and history. I'm a first generation college student, so it's been really great, working with Breakthrough. And I've, wanted to be a teacher since I remember maybe kindergarten or first grade. Yeah.
Awesome. And so what initially motivated you to want to get involved with Breakthrough as a teaching fellow, and then to keep getting involved because you taught more than one summer, right?
Mhm. Correct. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I taught summer 2019. I taught college-bound college skills, and then this past summer I virtually taught college-bound math. So yeah, like I said, I wanted to be a teacher for as long as I can remember. And the summer before my first year at CMC, I went to Google, I typed in internships for aspiring teachers, and there was like this list, and Breakthrough was the first one, and I clicked on it, and I just read through the website, and I thought, this is amazing, I want to do it. This was around June, so I kept the deadline. No, I kept when the application opened in my mind, and then just waited until October. And then applied. The thing is, I've always wanted to be an elementary school teacher. That was kind of what I was super passionate about. And when I saw that these were middle school, high school students, I was a bit hesitant, but then I also said, it's a learning experience. I'm gonna take it. And I actually want to teach high school now because of that.
Awesome. Can you tell us about the difference between this summer and last summer? And this summer was obviously all virtual. Last summer was in person. So can you tell us about that? What was that experience like for you as a fellow?
Yeah, it was just having experienced the amazingness of in-person summer, and then having to kind of experience that virtually it was pretty rough sometimes, but the energy was still there. Spirit Day virtually was like it was amazing. Just I remember when I was calculating the points for who was going to win, my laptop was just going off. So much noise. And of course it doesn't compare to like in person, but it was pretty close. But yeah, it I I just it's not the same, but it was, considering the circumstances, it was a solid summer.
Awesome. Tell us about your experience then as a teaching fellow. You know, how has being a teaching fellow shaped your path, in college or what you want to pursue after
Yeah.
college?
So I actually came into CMC as a psychology major, and I was considering adding media studies just for fun. But then when I taught college skills and I realized, maybe high school is something I want to teach, I picked up history as a dual major because if I were to teach a subject in high school, it'd be history, it'd be social studies. And that was in itself life-changing because the history department at CMC is known as sort of a hidden gem. It's not talked about, but the professors are very strong. They're very amazing professors. And I've actually learned a lot from them about how to be amazing teachers, because not only are they like very good researchers, but they're very good teachers, which was so amazing to see. Um, and I am currently gonna apply to an institute that helps teachers, aspiring educators, go into their master's program and get their teaching credential. And after college, that's the plan, to get my master's and teaching credential.
Awesome. That's great. Can you tell us a little bit more about that college skills class? Like I know it's a unique class we do in the summer. Like what did you teach? What was that like?
It was it was a really great experience. I was at first intimidated because it was my first summer teaching, and these were college bound kids. It was the third summer. I didn't really know them, and it was amazing getting to know, like, they're so cool. The kids are really cool, and I like don't remember being that cool when I was their age. So just like getting to meet them, had like that in itself was an amazing experience, without even considering the teaching portion. In that class, we taught kind of the college application process and how to prepare yourself to be a strong college applicant. And we also talked about financial aid, SMART goals. I remember that being one of my favorite lessons. And it was really interesting because we weren't necessarily like as much of an academic subject as the other ones. So just having that liberty to really make the curriculum my own and try to be as creative as I could with it was really fun.
Awesome. Last question. So, what is something you would tell anyone wanting to get involved with Breakthrough?
I would say to do it in any capacity, whether that be volunteering, JT, TF, college mentor, because I remember one time the other summer, I was talking with a couple TFs, and I remember Henry specifically brought up, it's impossible to really put a word to the Breakthrough community and to explain it to someone who's never been in it because it's so unique and so special that words just can't really do it justice. So I would say to whoever's interested to just do it in whatever way possible. Because as much as I feel like I learned from the experience itself, I also feel like I learned so much from my kids, from my coworkers, from the other TFs. Just an amazing, life-changing experience.
Marycarmen, thank you so much for joining us today and for everything that you do and will continue to do for students and education. Thank you for joining us on our 9th episode of BT Talk. Stay tuned for future episodes. Thanks, Marycarmen.
Thank you for having me.